So the report is that to get rid of Zach LaVine, they're offering 2 second-round picks, which I feel like is way less. I don't know why in my mind I felt like people were going to have to go out there and be offering them way more. I just, dude, at this point, I would just try to find a way to buy out Zach LaVine. If you're really, I feel like it'd be easier to move off of Lonzo Ball, obviously he's an expiring deal, than it is a Zach LaVine. If I were Bulls front office, I would just bite it and say, you know what, Zach, what's the check we need to cut you for you to quietly exit and leave? Because I think it's pointless. I think it's pointless I'd rather just be paying the guy at that point, especially if you want to spend, like, let's just have it on the books for this year and next year. And if we want to take a 2-year retooling period, let's do that. But the Bulls LaVine situation continues to be just a standoff. And the only ones who are suffering, you know who are suffering? The fans. The fans. So I just can't see a world where anyone in their right mind would rationally give up assets to take on a contract like that. And I don't even think 2 second-round picks is worth it. It wasn't like Brook Lopez or Timothy Mozgov's, like those bad deals from 2016. It had to include a first-round pick. So if precedent in the past said a first-round pick was needed to move those contracts, and those were closer to being expiring, I think for a guy like Zach LaVine, that needs to be maybe a first. And I know it's not a situation that you would want to be in as an organization, but you know who put yourselves there? You guys. So the Chicago Bulls could be attaching both second-round picks to a team to sweeten a Zach LaVine deal that they got from the DeMar DeRozan trade, according to Joe Cowley of the Chicago Sun-Times. The team has been actively trying to move Zach LaVine this offseason. The Bulls previously tried to trade Zach LaVine by attaching Alex Caruso. Those second-round picks aren't going to get that deal done. Even a first-round pick will be difficult. It's easier path to them trading all the other assets than them trading Zach LaVine. And it's just, at this point, the best bet to move him is probably just buying him out. And with the new CBA, more and more teams are being strategic cap-wise. There's no incentive for them to take on this really bad contract without a huge benefit. So for me, you're just not going to see a team bite unless they really overpay. So let's get out the checkbook. Let's write him a check and get him off the roster. That's what I would do. I'm sorry. I know it's a bit brash, and you don't know if that's the right thing to do, because what if he goes and he's still a good player? Okay, what if my aunt had balls? She'd be my uncle, right? She doesn't. So what do we do? What do we do here? It's not ideal. And I've said it before. Let's just go ahead and understand that this is a situation that can be remedied by buying him out or just riding it out. If you're not going to cut a check, just play him and tell him, suck it up, buddy.